another one concept. What is the difference between slicing and index mechanism, right? Or index versus slicing. Index versus slicing, right? So index and slicing both is used for iterable object. So in Python, list, right? List is a iterable object. Your tuple is a iterable object, and your string is a iterable object, right? But another object is available, set is a iterable object, but here that index and slicing concept is not implemented. Then another one is a dictionary. Inside a dictionary we cannot implement index or slicing, right? Inside a dictionary we go for key mechanism. So here only we consider three mechanism: list, tuple and string. So in that list, tuple, string, how that index is used or why that index is used, and what is the slicing, we go for that mechanism. So today is our requirement, index versus slicing. So first I'm just writing all the concept. After that we go for practically what is that index or what is that slicing, right? So first, index, right? So before index, just remember there is a function is available, alien function. In our last video we are explained what is the alien, to get the length of any iterable object, right? So alien function basically is used, right? Is used to get, right? To get length of a, right? Length of a iterable object. Iterable object, right? So here index is available first. So list, tuple, या set, all are support index mechanism, right? Then what is that index? Index is used, right? Index is used to get a single element, from an object, right? From an object, right? That list, tuple, or set, string, what are the objects are available or classes are available. From here, if you want to get a single element, we go for index mechanism, right? Or we can call, by using index, we can make, read, write and update operation, right? What is the read, write, update? We go for that one. Read, write and update, right? So three operations are available: read, write and update operation. But one problem is here. Inside the list we can make a read, write, update operation, but inside the tuple and string we cannot make a read and write operation. Read and write operation is available, but update operation is not available. Why? In the last video we have discussed that is tuple is an immutable object, so modification is not allowed, right? Like tuple and string, all are is immutable object, so modification is not allowed. So inside a tuple and string we can make a read operation and a write operation, not update operation. But for a list class we can make a read, write and update operation, right? Then sir, in C, Java, what are the indexes available? That is only support positive index. But in Python, index, list or list, tuple or string support, right? Support both positive, right? Both positive and negative index, right? Both positive and negative index. Positive and negative index, right? Both indexes are allowed. So it support both positive and negative index. What are the positive indexes available? Positive valid index. positive valid index start from 0 to length minus 1, right? 0 to length minus 1, right? And negative valid index start from minus length to minus 1, right? Then we have a positive and negative index. What is the positive index? That is start from 0 to length minus 1. How to get length? So there is a function is available, alien function. And what is the negative index is available? That is start from minus length to minus 1. Next, index must be int type, right? Index must be int type, right? And another one is the invalid index raise index error, invalid index raise index error, right? So it will be written on an error, that is called as index error, right? So for index mechanism, that much of points are available for a list, tuple and string. But in a tuple and string, only one changes, that read and write operations are allowed, but update is not allowed. But inside a list, both read, write and update operations are allowed, right? Okay. First I go for that index mechanism. I just go for a simple example. After that we go for what is that slicing. So here either list or tuple or string, anyone. So I just considered here one list, another is a tuple, how that is working. After that we go for what is that slicing operator, right? So here I just write a simple program to clarify or to understand what are the points I'm writing. So my program name is the demo, and to write your Python program.py is required. So first I take a list. Sir, you can take any object equal to last class, you know, inside a square bracket anything is written, that is called as a list. So here I'm writing 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So if you go for index mechanism, it supports both positive and a negative index, right? So positive index and another one is the negative index, right? So if you consider according to our point, sir, how many number of length is available here? Sir, length is available 5. If length is available 5, what are the positive index is available? Sir, 0 to length minus 1. So 5 minus 1, that is a 4. So if you check, these are the index, positive index. What are the negative index? Sir, negative index start from minus length. So minus length means you just given the minus 5, minus 4 and minus 3, then sir minus 2 and minus 1, right? So these are the some index are available, minus 2 and minus 1 is available. So this is the possibility of an index inside a list. Not only list, inside a tuple, inside a string, everything is allowed, right? Then first, why index is required? Sir, index is required to get a single element from that iterable object or from that list class. Sir, according to our last video, object name return all the elements present inside that list class, tuple class, string class. So if I check here, alien function to get the length, alien of object, and what is the value of object, sir, it will be definitely return 5. And inside that list, what are the element is available? All element will be available here. So this is your object name return all the elements. But from that list, if you want to get a single element, but that element is not a list, if you want to get a single element, what are the mechanism is available? Index mechanism is used. So here I'm writing print, sir, object of, this one is called as a subscript operator. Inside subscript operator you are writing index. So in Python, to get a single value, we have two indexes available, positive index and a negative index. So suppose I just want to work with, or I just want to access 30. To access that 30, object of 2 is available, we can get the 30. Or if you go for a negative index, just write object of minus 3. Right, so both is available, so 30 and 30. So if you check the output, so Python 3 and my program name is the demo.py. Yes sir, we are getting 30 and 30. Sir, previous object length is written 5 and object name written all the values. So for this mechanism we are go for index, right? So index is used to get a single element from any iterable object. Okay. And another one is the, so if by mistake I am writing print sir object of 1.0, according to our point, index must be integer value. 1.0 is not integer value. So if you check, it will make an error, type error is available. So that will be not allowed here. So it will be make a error, that is called as a type error is available, right? So type error. Next, another one point we have discussed here. Invalid index, raised index error. What is the index out of range? So if I am writing print, sir, object of sir, suppose by mistake I am writing 10. Sir, there is no index of 10 is available. So if there is no index of 10, so that will be make an error. Sir, what is the error? Index error, index out of range. If you check, yes sir, we are getting an error, index out of range, or list index out of range, right? So this is the read and a write operation inside a list. But what is the update? In our last video I just informed that one, list is a mutable means value update can be allowed. Sir, what is the in 2 index? Now that is the available 30. That 30 I just want to replace with the 300. So how to replace? So just write object of 2, just assign what is the value you want to update. So 300. Now if you print sir exact same object of that 2 index, so it will be written previously that will be the 30, but now there is no 30 is available, that will be updated with the 300. So now if you check out, yes sir, value will be updated and you are getting the 300. So that is called as the inside list. Index is used to get the single element. Another is to make a read, write and update operation. But sir, if you go for a tuple class, right? So according to our last discussion or in our last video, I just informed what is the tuple. Anything is represented by parenthesis, that is called as tuple. So again same element I am taking here, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So exact point is same, index mechanism there is no difference. Sir, all index is the same, right? So if you check out here, index mechanism is exactly same, nothing will be changed to. So that is the negative index start from minus length to minus 1, positive index start from that 0 to length minus 1. But only changes is here. Sir, inside the tuple we can make a read and write, but update is not allowed. Why that update is not allowed? Because tuple is a immutable object. So if you check object of sir that 1 index, sir, in 1 index who is available? Sir, 20 is available. So we are definitely getting that 20 output. So if you compile, yes sir, that is the object of 2 index, sorry, object of 2 index, just write 1 index, yes sir, that is the 20 is available. So if you check out here, there is no issue, program will be work and you are getting the output of a 20. So this is the called as and another one, if you update that one, sir, update is not allowed here. So if you are writing object of 1 equal to 20, so that will be make an error, right? If you check out here, that will be somehow make an error. Yes sir, that will be error is available, type error, tuple object does not support item assignment mechanism, that will be make an error, right? So this is our index mechanism, right? So basically in index, our Python support both positive and negative index. Positive index start from 0 to length minus 1, negative index start from minus length to minus 1, invalid index raised an error, and index must be a integer type. But for a tuple and string, that is a immutable object, so update is not allowed, only read and write operations are allowed, right? So this is our index mechanism. Next we go for slicing. Sir, why slicing is required? First, next we go for slicing. Slicing concept. Sir, why slicing is required? Object name return all the elements, and from that object to get a single element we go for index. So if you want to get a sequence of elements, right, or if you want to get a multiple elements, that slicings are available, right? So to get a single element, index is available. To get a group of elements or a sequence of elements or multiple elements from a class, we go for a slicing mechanism, right? So basically slicing, slicing is used to get sequence of similar type of elements, similar types of elements, right? Similar type means if I work with a list, that will be written a list. If I work with a tuple, that will be written a tuple type. If I work with a string, that will be written a string type, right? So slicing is basically two types. Slicing are two types. One is the regular slicing, regular slicing. Another is called as extended slicing. Extended slicing. What is regular? What is extended? Inside is subscript operator, if only start and stop both value is given, but there is no step value, that is called as a regular. If both start and stop is available, right? Start, stop and step. Start value, another is the stop, and here is the step, right? Step is available, that is called as extended. And in a regular, what is the step? Step in all cases, that will be the 1. Step value is fixed, that will be 1. But in extended, that step value will be changed to. That will be vary from user to user. So in a regular, always start and stop is given, but in extended, start, stop, step is given, right? What is the start, stop, step? If start is empty, you start from 0 index. If stop is not given, you up to end, move end of index. And for regular, step is 1. If start is given, you start from a given index. But if stop is given, don't include stop index. It include up to previous index. And step as well as 1. So first I go for a regular, after that we go for an extended mechanism, right? So if I go for one regular expression or regular slicing, so same I take that object 10 to list object 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Sir, if I printing here, print, sir, object of sir, I just given only one column, right? One column means that is a start and stop. So in this case, start is missing, stop is missing. If start is missing, you started from 0 index. If stop is missing, you up to move end of index. So that is a list object, so it will be written a list. So you are getting all the element and step each time 1 1. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is available. So if you check, yes sir, that is a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is available. Yes sir, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is available. Sir, again, if print print, sir, object of sir, I start from 3 colon, stop is not given. If you start from 3, you just include that start value. So start value 3 means that element is available 40, next 50, after 50 there is no element is available, so you are getting 40 and 50 because your stop is not given, so it will be moved up to end of index, so you are getting 40 and 50 is available. Again, sir, if that start is not given, your stop is given 3. If a stop is given 3, start is missing, you start from 0 index, so 10 is available, 20 is available, and 30 is available. So stop is given 3 means 3 is not included up to previous, so up to 2 index that will be included, so you are getting 10, 20, 30 is available. So if you check out, yes sir, you are getting 10, 20, 30 is available. Then, sir, if both is given, suppose I started from 1 up to 4. So you start from 1 means that element is available 20, next 30, 4 index is not include up to previous, so up to previous means that is the 3 index, so it will include up to 20, 30, 40. So if you check out, yes sir, that is the 20, 30, 40 is available, right? Again, sir, if that is given from -2, so -2 is the start, step is 1, so -2 step 1, that is the -1, so it will be include the -1, so -2 -1, so that element is available 40 and 50. So element is available 40 and 50. But if by mistake like given -2 to -5, sir, move -2 -5, we have required a negative index, but here that step is given positive index, so that is not allowed. If that is not allowed, there is no error will be available, that will be make an empty list. So if you check out, yes sir, that will be empty list is available. So this is in a string or in a list we are work. I just want to work with another one string or in a tuple. Sir, exactly same story is available, but only changes that object is written that type of value. If I work with a string, that will be written a string object. If I work with a tuple, that will be written a tuple object. So again, I just check here, object equal to, I just write a hello. I just write hello. Hello is a string. So here what are the index is available, so length is available 5 bits, that is the index start from 0 to length -1 means that is the 4. So print, sir, if I am writing object of sir 2 colon 4, sir, 4 is not included, up to 2 and 3 will be included, so 2 is the L and 3 is the L, so your output is coming L and L. So if you check out here, yes sir, output is coming L and N, and that L is a string type. So always in a slicing, it will be written same type of elements. If that is a list, that will be written list. If that is a string, that will be written a string. Again, by mistakenly, sir, if I am writing 2 and 2, sir, 2 and 2, sir, if start and stop is the same, so there is no error. Also there is no output is available, so that will be written a empty string. So empty string we cannot visualize, so it will be make a blank, right? This will be make a blank, right? So this is the difference between simple slicing and index. So what is the difference? Basically slicing is one operator, but index is not an operator. By using index we can get a single element, but in slicing to get a subgroup or sequence of elements, multiple elements of a same type, we go for that slicing operators, right? Thank you.